Shalom, welcome to another video, and as always, before I get started, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Wadash, and next double honors to the head apostles slash elder bishops of the great millstone who teach and who rule well. Peace, blessings, and safety to all you sincere Akim. Keep pushing, keep believing, and keep the faith, regardless of whether people hear or whether they forbear. Alright, so this is going to be a quick lesson going into how when I say they, I mean the nations, alright, the heathen nations spearheaded by Esau, Edom, have done their very best to hide the true identity of the children of Israel. Okay, and this is spoken of in the prophecies. Alright, so that's the topic that we're going to go into. And Yahweh Ratchazah, meaning Heavenly Father's will, is edifying to the elect. Alright. So before I continue on with this archive that I have, I'm going to get a precept real quick. Alright, this is the book of Psalms, chapter 62 and verse 4. It says, they only consult to cast him down from his excellency. Alright, so consult means to plan, to plot, to scheme. Alright, it says they delight in lies. They bless with their mouth, but they curse inwardly. Okay, so Esau, along with the heathen nations, had consulted to cast Jacob down from their excellency. Okay, they told us that we were, niggas, spics, black, okay, Latino, whatever. They never told us that we were the children of Israel. Okay, but there's historical documents, all right, that prove who we are, and the Lord has showed it to us through His Spirit. Okay. So let's go ahead and go back to this archive that I got pulled up, and this is a book from the 1970s. I may order a physical copy, but it's a picture history of Jewish civilization. All right, and it's from editor-in-chief Dr. Bezalel Narkis. All right, so it's a picture history, just like it says. All right, you got the table of contents, and as you go past all this, okay, it says the Hebrews in the biblical period. Okay, it gives a little bit of history, and I'm just gonna show it to you briefly. All right, but anyways, as you keep going down, it gives you images, okay, imagery of what they looked like in biblical history. All right, okay, these people that you see don't look like the people that are now calling themselves the Jews, the Israelis. Okay. Who do these people look like? They look like us because we are those people. All right. As you can see. Okay. You see that? All right. This is what the original Israelites looked like. Okay. Which are Afro-Asiatic people. Okay. And really, that's a made-up term within itself. All right. We are Negroes. When you go to the to what's known as the Zondervan Bible Dictionary, all right, when it gives you the three sons of Noah, it talks about the sons of Shem, Ham, and Japheth. All right, and Shem, okay, being the progenitor of the children of Israel, all right, and other Shemitic nations. Okay, and then you have Ham, which we were told that we were descendants of Ham. Okay, and when you look at the definition of the sons of Ham in the Zondervan Bible Dictionary, to tell you, it says the sons of Ham are or Ham is the progenitor of the dark nations, but not the Negroes. Okay, that's because the Negroes come from Shem. All right, which that's who we are. All right, so you can see. Okay, now like I said, I'm just showing you a brief, a very brief rundown of this, okay, the picture history, so to speak. All right, okay, yeah, so that's just, I wanted to show you that just real briefly, and then of course, like I said, bring out some prophecy. So I mentioned before that Esau, Edom, all right, that they had consulted with the nations, okay, to get us to lose our heritage. All right, this is spoken of in Psalms 83rd chapter. As a matter of fact, I'll get this in the blue letter. Okay, so I'll start from the top. It says, keep not thou silence, O Yahweh, Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, Come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel, Yasharallah, may be no more in remembrance. Okay, and when did this happen? All right, well, we went into slavery. All right, we had our heritage beat out of us. Like you see that movie Roots. Okay, in Roots, all right, Kunta Kinte. That was the name that his character played. All right, he was being beat, and they kept saying, "What's your name, boy?" And he said, "My name's Kunta," and they said, "No, your name is Toby." All right, so that was a movie depiction of them beating our heritage out of us. All right, which this is prophesied of as well. Jeremiah 17:4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever. All right, there you go. Okay, so this is what they did. Let's read it again. Just like Psalm 62:4 said, they only consult, all right, to cast thee down from thy excellency. Okay, because being of the sons of Jacob, all right, the Israelites, Yasharallah, all right, that's the sons of God. Okay, so they took crafty counsel. Let's read it again. Psalms 83:3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, Come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel, Yasharallah, may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. Okay, and word confederate means join together. All right, NLT. Yes, this was their unanimous decision. They signed a treaty as allies against you. So all these heathen nations are against us. Okay, the tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites, Edom being the so-called white man, and the 1948ers, they go back to Amalek, which is the chief house of Esau. Okay, the tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites, the so-called Arabs of Moab and the Hagarenes, Gebal and Ammon and Amalek. Okay, Amalek being one to the 1948ers. Ammon being the so-called Japanese, the Philistines. All right, it was the Hamites, the African nations. Okay, with the Philistines, the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur, which is Assyria, also joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot, Selah. Okay, so they have consulted together. All right, and you see, once again, the tabernacles of Edom. That's where it all starts with. Okay, this is all Esau Edom's plan. All right, that he has successfully executed upon us. Okay, and once again cast us down from our excellency. All right, and the heathen nations, they all were joined unto him with it. All right, and when it happened, okay, they rejoiced. Lamentations chapter 2 and verse. I'll start at verse 14. Thy prophets have seen vain and foolish things for thee, and they have not discovered thine iniquity, to turn away thy captivity, but have seen for thee false burdens and causes of banishments. Okay, so our prophets, the reason why we always tell you, the reason why we went into captivity is because we disobeyed the Heavenly Father. All that passed by clapped their hands at thee, they hiss and wag their head at the daughter of Jerusalem, saying, Is this the city that men call the perfection of beauty, the joy of the whole earth? Right, because we put in slavery in a low estate. All thine enemies have opened their mouth against thee. They hiss and gnash their teeth. They say, We have swallowed her up. Certainly, this is the day that we looked for. We have found, we have seen it. The Lord hath done that which he had devised. He hath fulfilled his word that he had commanded in the days of old. He hath thrown down and hath not pity. And he hath caused thine enemy to rejoice over thee. And he hath set up the horn, the power of thine adversaries. Okay, so they rejoiced when they see us in a low estate. Okay, they see us destroyed. All right, they have rejoiced at that. Okay, now let's go. I'm gonna play this short clip and then we'll get some more precepts. All right, this is says it's entitled "The Israeli Explaining That Most People from Today Israel Were Dark Skinned." In 1958, the President Nasser of Egypt said of the Jews and Israeli that they left here black and came back white. Right, because you see the images. All right, let's go back to them right quick. How did the Israelites start off, Okay, how did they start off looking like this, and then now they look like this today? Okay. Okay, the Israelis started off, all right, they started off looking, okay, they started off looking like this, the Israelites from the Bible, the biblical Israelites, and now they look like this. Okay, well, we showed you, all right, Psalms 83rd chapter. Okay, and that was part of that. That's part of that confederacy, the consultation. All right, they took crafty counsel against our people. Okay, they put us into slavery, just like we read in Jeremiah 17:4. Told us that we were nobody, that we were just niggas, we were black, which is not a nationality, that's a color. Okay, and then they put these people in the land and said, okay, you guys are the Jews of the Bible, and the whole world accepted it. Okay, because once again they're in cahoots. All right, let's play this video real quick.
And that Bani Israel line, majority dark-skinned. Sayyidina Solomon alayhi salam, dark-skinned. Is Queen Bilqis of Sheba, dark-skinned. Ethiopian, Eritrea, these entire regions. Sayyidina Musa alayhi salam, very dark-skinned, not even Middle Eastern dark. So this was the lineage of Bani Israel. So anyone claiming that they're from Bani Israel, that must be their lineage. So we don't see that lineage. So that's questionable to what tribe they belong. And that Bani Israel.
Okay, and I'm gonna put this both the links in the comment section, okay, of this video. All right, but okay, as you can see, all right, and I can't find the original video from 1958. Maybe if a brother could find that, post it in the comment board as well. That'd be greatly appreciated. But okay, so they're admitting, because what's happening too is that the Europeans, which are the Edomites, have started to destroy the Arab nations. Okay, for gain. They want their oil, they want their wealth. Okay, and the Arab nations are starting to turn on that confederacy, and now we're at the time of the end. Okay, where World War III is getting ready to pop off, so secrets are being spilled, just like the Lord said it would. Let's get a precept on that. All right, let's get Luke 12:2. Okay, it says, "For there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known." So this conspiracy, all right, which is not really a conspiracy, it's the truth, is being brought to light. Okay, now it's prophesied of that the Lord would awaken us in these last days. All right, in the book of Baruch, chapter 2. So we'll go ahead and read it. Baruch chapter 2 and verse 28. It says, "As thou spakest by thy servant Moses in the day when thou didst command him to write the law before the children of Israel, saying, If you will not hear my voice, surely this great multitude shall be turned into a small number among the nations where I will scatter them. For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities they shall remember themselves." See that? So this is the land of our captivity, Babylon the Great, America. "And shall know that I am the Lord their God, for I will give them an heart and ears to hear. And they shall praise me in the land of their captivity, and think upon my name, and return from their stiff neck and from their wicked deeds. For they shall remember the way of their fathers, which sinned before the Lord." See that? Okay, and that's what's happening right now. All right, we're remembering ourselves. Okay, and the Lord, He's left signs for us, okay, to know who we are. Which they try to demonize this chapter as if it's not valid, but it's plainly clear. Deuteronomy 28, okay, verses 45 and 46. It says, "Moreover, all these curses," everything written in this chapter, and it doesn't mean we're going to be under the curses all at the same time, or that all the curses are going to be taking place at the same time. But we did go through these different curses at various time points within history. Okay, Deuteronomy 28 and 45. "Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not to the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever." Okay, so the Lord has left these curses on us for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. And it's prophesied of in Deuteronomy 31, all right, that we would call them to mind in the latter days. Let me go ahead and find that right quick. Okay. All right. Here it is. Okay. Deuteronomy 31. Let's see. Deuteronomy 31 and verse 28. Okay. It says, gather unto me all the elders of your tribes and your officers, that I may speak these words in their ears, and call heaven and earth to record against them. For I know that after my death you will utterly corrupt yourselves and turn aside from the way which I had commanded you, and evil befall you in the latter days, because you will do evil in the sight of the Lord, to provoke him to anger through the work of your hands. All right, and there's another scripture that says, when these curses that come upon you shall call them to mind. Let me see if I can find that one. Let me see if I can find that. Salakia. Let's see. Hold up. It might be in Deuteronomy 32. Hold up. Are they? Sorry, nothing's rehearsed. Okay, Salakia. Oh, it's Deuteronomy 30. Okay, my bad. I should have known that. Okay, Deuteronomy 30 and verse 1. Here it is. How could I forget? I know these. I know this like the back of my hand. But it's early in the morning for me, and I had a long day like yesterday. Deuteronomy 30 and 1. And it shall come to pass when all these things are come upon thee, the blessing and the curse which I have set before thee, that thou shalt call them to mind among the nations, whither the Lord thy God hath driven thee. This is the same thing we read in Baruch 2. Okay. And shall return unto the Lord thy God, and shall obey his voice according to all that I command thee this day, thou and thy children with all thine heart and with all thy soul. So this is how we know that we are the children of Israel, because the Lord has poured that spirit upon us. All right. Romans 8 and 16. It says the Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of the living, the children of the Most High, the living power. All right. And then we'll get this one as well. Okay. When it said that when the Spirit comes upon us, all right, that we would rise up and start to call ourselves Israelites again. Isaiah 44 verses 1, and I'm going to read on down to 5. It says, Yet now hear, O Jacob my servant, and Israel whom I have chosen. Thus saith Yahweh that made thee and formed thee from the womb, which will help thee. Fear not, O Jacob my servant, and thou Jeshurun whom I have chosen. For I will pour water upon him that is thirsty, and floods upon the dry ground. I will pour out my spirit upon thy seed, and my blessing upon thine offspring. And they shall spring up as among the grass, and willows as willows by the watercourses. It says, verse 5, And one shall say, I am the Lord's, and another shall call himself by the name of Jacob, and another shall subscribe with his hand unto the Lord, and shall name himself by the name of Israel. Okay, so just like it read in Baruch 2, we would wake up to who we are in the land of our captivities. Okay, and the Christians, all right, which is, they got their religion from Esau, the so-called black Christians. Okay, they want us to go back to sleep. They want you to believe that this prophecy being fulfilled is somehow evil in some kind of way. Okay, so they don't want you to know that you're an Israelite, because it's extremely important who the Israelites are, because that's who the kingdom of heaven, which is salvation, which is rulership in the kingdom of heaven, applies to. It applies to the Israelites. Okay, it doesn't apply to anyone else. You get it, Daniel 2 and 44. And in the days of these kings, shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever. Okay, and that's what they don't want. That. Okay, they don't want the kingdom of heaven to come in. Okay, because they want to be joined into the heathens. All right, that's what it is, plain and simple. So they're set up to fight against you. All right, but like I said, we don't worry about it. We're past trying to get them to understand it. They don't see it. That's cool. They'll just die with the heathen nations. Okay, but this is Baruch 4. We'll close out with this one. All right. So these nations, they know exactly, okay, who the Israelites are. All right. And once again, there's historical evidence, and there's more. I could bring out much more, but I came across this and I said, wow, this is excellent. So maybe I'll order this book, just to have it. Okay. But yeah, like I said, I'll put this down in the comment section so that brothers can go and examine this stuff for themselves. All right. But anyways, let's get that Baruch 4. We'll close out with that. Okay. Baruch chapter 4 and verse, I'm going to start at verse, let's see, Baruch 4, and I start at verse, man, so much. Baruch 4 and 4. It says, O Israel, okay, as the guy said, Bani Israel, all right, which Bani, okay, is son, it's just, same word as Ban, which means sons of Israel, okay. Baruch 4, 4. O Israel, happy are we, for things that are pleasing to the Most High are made known unto us. Be of good cheer, my people, the memorial of Israel. Ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye moved the Most High to wrath. You were delivered unto the enemies, just like we read in Lamentations 2. For ye provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils and not to the Most High. Ye have forgotten the everlasting God that brought you up, and ye have grieved Jerusalem that nursed you. For when she saw the wrath of God coming upon you, she said, Hearken, O ye that dwell about Zion, the Most High hath brought upon me great mourning. For I saw the captivity of my sons and daughters, when the everlasting brought upon them. With joy did I nourish them, but sent them away with mourning and weeping. Let no man rejoice over me, a widow, and forsaking of many, who for the sins of my children were left desolate, because they departed from the law of the Most High. Okay, it says, they knew not his statutes, nor walked in the way of his commandments, nor trod in the paths of discipline in his righteousness. Let them that dwell about Zion come, and remember ye the captivity of my sons and daughters, which the everlasting hath brought upon them. All right. It says, for he hath brought a nation upon them from far, a shameless nation, and of a strange language, who neither reverenced old man nor pitied child. Okay, this is just like it read in Deuteronomy 28. Okay, the Edomites. All right, now I'm gonna skip down. Okay, so we went into captivity, just like it said. All right, and let's keep reading. I'm gonna skip down. So, like, this whole chapter's fire, but for sake of time. Okay, all right, let's get it. Baruch 4, and let's see, verse 21. It says, be of good cheer, O my children, cry unto the Lord, and he will deliver you from the power and hand of the enemies. That's what's getting ready to happen. For my hope is in the everlasting, that he will save you, and joy is coming to me from the Holy One, because of the mercy which shall soon come to you from the everlasting our Savior. For I sent you out with mourning and weeping, but the Most High will give you to me again with joy and gladness forever. Like as now the neighbors of Zion have seen your captivity, so shall they shortly see your salvation from our God, which shall come upon you with great glory and brightness of the everlasting. Right? So, neighbors of Zion, who is that? All the Psalms 83 nations, man. Okay? Tabernacles of Edom, the Ishmaelites, Moab, the Hagarenes, Gebal, Ammon, Amalek, Philistines, Assur, all right, Assyria. Okay, they've seen our captivity, right? All right, it says, verse 25, Baruch 4 and 25, my children, suffer patiently the wrath that is come upon you from the Most High, for thine enemy hath persecuted thee, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction, and shalt tread upon his neck. Right, and that's what they're scared of. Okay, they're scared because that recompense they know is gonna come, and the Lord is gonna deliver us from their hands, man. Let me get a quick precept on that. All right, and it's gonna be Yahushua who comes and does it, who they ignorantly call Jesus. These Christians have no clue, man. All right, Isaiah 63 and 1. All right, Salaki, I got a quick phone call, but Isaiah 63 and 1. All right, and this portion of this chapter is entitled God's Vengeance on the Nations. All right, it says, who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak of righteousness, mighty to save. Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat? I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there is none with me. For I will tread them in mine anger, and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment. For the day of vengeance is in mine heart, and the year of my redeemed is come. All right, so when Yahushua returns, okay, that's what he's going to do. He's going to smash on Esau Edom, man, okay, which is the one who spearheaded the whole operation against the Israelites, all right? Once again, that's what they're afraid of. So let's read that again. Baruch 4 and 25. My children, suffer patiently the wrath that is come upon you from the Most High, for thine enemy hath persecuted thee, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction, and shalt tread upon his neck. My delicate ones have gone rough ways, and were taken away as a flock caught of the enemies. Be of good comfort, O my children, and cry unto the Most High, for ye shall be remembered of him that brought these things upon you. For as it was your mind to go astray from the Most High, so being returned, seek him 10 times more. And that's what we got to be doing. Okay, seeking Yahweh Shem Yahushai 10 times more. Okay, it says, for he that hath brought these plagues upon you shall bring you everlasting joy with your salvation. Take a good heart, O Jerusalem, for he that gave thee that name will comfort thee. Miserable are they that afflicted thee, and rejoice at thy fall. Miserable are the cities which thy children served, and miserable is she that received thy sons. Okay, Babylon the Great, America, this place is miserable. The Lord gonna destroy this place, man. For as she rejoiced at thy ruin, and was glad at thy fall, so shall she be grieved for her own desolation. For I will take away the rejoicing of her great multitude, and her pride shall be turned into mourning. Okay, and these Edomites are extremely proud. Okay, look at that devil, Matt Walsh. Okay, he's a perfect example. He's a perfect embodiment of the pride of Esau. All right, and they're gonna be. They just don't know that they about to be punished. It says, for fire shall come upon her from the everlasting, long to endure, and she shall be inhabited of devils for a great time. So this place is going to be completely destroyed, taken down, and the only thing that's going to dwell here is desert creatures. All right. Verse 36, it says, O Jerusalem, look about thee toward the east, and behold the joy that cometh unto thee from the Most High. Lo, thy sons come whom thou sentest away. They come gathered together from the east to the west by the word of the Holy One, rejoicing in the glory of the Most High. Okay, so that's it. All right, that's it for the video. Just wanted to bring out these different artifacts, I guess you could call them. Okay, and hey, Yahweh Razal is edifying. As always, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Warach, and until next time, Shalom, and Abide Ball.